Namaste, my beautiful, my dear queens. Today's pickup of the card, I will do one because when I have one, then I can give you it. It's simply that I can give you more of the aspects of the one card than when I have two, three, and then I have to quickly tell you the main points of each one of them. I'd rather tell you the main points of one. So pick up one card out of five. The question I want to ask today is this, and I don't remember if I have done similar to this reading already or not, but I just got this question appearing in my vision to do the reading on this question, and this is why I am doing it. The question is this: is it worth waiting for? And your situation, of course, this is going to be about a relationship. Whatever your story is, your relationship with your husband, with your boyfriend, with your someone you know, whatever your situation is it worth waiting for? Or the question can sound like this: should I stay or should I go? Of course, obviously, if the things are not working, then it is of course easy to say, just go, just leave. Of course, easy to say than to do. So let's spirits tell us what spirits would want to tell us. Of course, again, this is general reading. Of course, again, take what resonates. Choose one out of five, one number out of five, and let us see, clearly see the man you're asking about. Or if you are of course, if you are a woman, then if you are a man, then clearly ask about a woman you are asking about. Is it worth of waiting for? Maybe he promises you something, you don't know if he's gonna fulfill it. Maybe he tells you the things are gonna be better, you don't know are they gonna be better, you just were wasting your time, heart, mind, and so on. So is it worth waiting for? Let us see that simple question, which is not simple at all, and let's see the answers. I am asking the divine. I am asking the spirits of fire, earth, air, and water, the guides and the keepers of love, light, the source, to give us the answer to our questions. Touching it to my forehead, to my mouth, and to my heart. Of course, girls, whatever answer is going to be given to you, this answer I'm going to tell you. I already told you many times, I am not the kind of reader who's going to pull out 10 of swords and tell you it's gonna be all right. No. If it's not all right, I will tell you it's not all right. But if it's all right and wonderful, I'm going to be the one who is going to be happily screaming to you that this is wonderful. So, card number one, card number two, you need to choose the number. See the number in your head, not the card. Choose the number. 3, 4, 5. Again, as always, thank you very much for timestamps, and of course, again, take what resonates. If I'm describing you an angel on earth, but you're dealing with an alcoholic psychopath, then of course you have to take what resonates. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. So let's go straight to it. Is it worth of waiting for? And another thing I want please you to determine, as I already said in my previous video, the time period you want to know the answer about. Determine your time period, but never go over than 1 year, because things are changing very fast now. So ask your own time period, and I'm going to give you the answers. So let's go straight to it. Card number 1. Six of Pentacles. Well, it depends. It depends. What depends? First of all, it's never the relationship which are not out of balance. Unfortunately, in Six of Pentacles, what is going on here? It's this: you are giving me this and you are giving me this. So unfortunately, it is not a card of love, not a card connected with the heart chakra, with feelings and emotions. From one on a person. What is going on here? One is rich with what the other one doesn't have. You are very different. So, for example, he has money, you don't have money, but you have a deep, generous soul and he doesn't. Or it's just the opposite. He is 50 something years old, you are 22. He has position, you have the youth and beauty. Or he has the connections and he can advance your career. It's just unfortunately the thing which we all hate to hear, the thing called codependency. What I see this card working most of the time, how I see this card working in most of the cases: you are giving, you give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give, and you give, and you give, and you give, and you wait, and you wait, and you forgive, and you forgive, and you don't get back what you give. This is the problem with this card. It's you are in a boat, rolling that boat, and he just allows you to love him, to worship him. It's like a movie star and a fan, you know. Okay, come over, you know, I'll let you sit near me, worship me, love me, tell me how much you love me, and you can even look at me how I put, I don't know, how my hair is done and makeup is done, and you have to be happy with whatever little bit he gives you. So unfortunately, you are, this is codependency, and codependency for some of you can be about the money as well, because what do you see here? You see pentacles, you see the money. So he might pay for this, for example, he has you as a mistress, so he pays for this, he pays for that, and you were okay with it kind of, but now you want to be with him, you want him to marry you. The warning for you girls, there are many of you in different circumstances and different situations. My warning to you: if you are with this man because of money, because some of you are, and don't tell me you are not, because I know some of you listening right now are with this man for his money. There are no feelings and emotions involved, but you are for the money. So you want to stay in his life, make sure that he is going to stay in your life, so he keeps on providing you. So you want to be his wife. So if this is a case, girls, I have to tell you, I've seen it many times. This is always collapsing and ending very badly. Of course, you're big girls, you know what you're doing, but is it worth of waiting in, if we're looking at this card? Unfortunately, I would say no. It's not worth it, usually, because one is giving and one is receiving and not giving back. In order to receive something, you have to first give something. So, But at the same time, sometimes, seldom, but 2% of cases, this card can talk about partnership and good perspective in relationship. But for that, this would require, the specifically looking into the situation. I cannot tell you this card will, if this card is next to the sun, next to the ace of cups, next to the two of cups, then we can talk about partnership. By itself, unfortunately, that wouldn't be the case. So I would say, unfortunately, no. It's like one of you is begging for love, wanting love, giving your heart, your everything. The other one just lets you do it until he finds something else. So I would say no. And it's always a spiritually very advanced soul. The one who is loving is the one who is a giver. Card number 2. Is it worse? No, girls, it is not. I will tell you why. Nine of Wands, especially if you are with, well, not necessarily fire sign. One's a fire sign, but I don't think in this kind of question it makes sense for, what sign it is. But what do you see here? You see a Nine of Wands. You see a man sitting there, tired, overwhelmed, but holding that last wand. So, unfortunately, this is very often is a card when you are in a third-party relationship, and and in this case as well, you need to see the cards near around this card to see what it means. But most of the time, what do you see here? It means this man resists any commitment. He resists any changes in his life, and reasons for that could be many, my beautiful queens. Of course, it could be past trauma, it could be narcissistic parents, it could be a spouse which was wrong, unfortunately, it could be a man who is married, he hates everything about it, he is feeling terrible at home, unfortunately not happy, but he's gonna stay in that marriage because he's not gonna believe that it can be better than that. He's very suspicious, he's very careful, and there is a problem is he doesn't trust nobody, and he doesn't trust you as well. It's like the hedgehog, hidden behind all his spikes. So unfortunately, this man is tired of a relationship, or he doesn't want to contribute into this relationship. There is no emotions and feelings, energy between you two is not flowing. He has cold heart. There are two cards which signify cold heart, is this card, and a card which is Two of Wands, the cold heart. And I would say, no, I would even say three cards, it's Two of Pentacles as well, signifies the cold heart. So he's gonna resist any changes, any contributions of himself there. It's absolutely the best thing you can do is leave it and close the door. This is absolutely not worth it. Of course, again, girls, this is the general. If as I already said, if you're not sure, you can get a reading under $10. You can Google the best psychic sites and get the 10 best sites, or 20 or 100, when you can get a reading under $10. Instead of wasting your time, if you're not sure should you stay or should you go, get a reading with me if you can. If you can't, please get it with somebody else, and find out if you should stay or should go. But most of all, listen to your intuition. Card number 3. Absolutely not. Absolutely, you are stuck. Again, girls, I pulled out these cards. I am reading you the cards. I could pull out of the deck the best cards, put them down on the table, and just tell you fairy tales about each single card. That would not be fair. That would be cheating. So, this is the card always of third party relationship, almost always, but also the card of the lies, the card of the the deceit or deceiving partner, insincere partner, double game. This man is playing double game. Lame excuses, hidden agenda, coldness. Man is not free. Even if he is free, there is a hidden agenda. What you must know about this card. Very difficult to come out of this, because very often this card is connected with karmic relationship, but not just karmic relationship, which so-called dark karma. Bad card. This is why also, because this is a swamp, a card which signifies a swamp. When you are in the swamp, in the woods, with howling dark animals out there, and you know with each cell of your body that you need to run away to the sun, where the sun is shining when it's warm. But something makes you stay. It's like in these horror movies, a person walking to the dark woods, he knows that he can be destroyed, eaten, I don't know what, but he keeps on going. The problem is that the moon has a tendency of coming out each night, and the situation can last for years, because moon comes every night. So you also don't see the situation clearly, or you do see it but you refuse to admit it. Could be people who telling you what you're doing, he is the wrong person, but you deny it. You are just you are in denial. You don't want to admit what deep inside you already know. And this can last you for a long time. There are hidden motives. This person has secrets, or he's silent, or this is a bad situation which you need to end, because if you don't end it, then you can be stuck in it for a very, very long time. Yes, it's scary, but it is exciting. It's bring out the instincts and fantasies. The moon has the enchanting power, so your emotions are all over the place. There is a fear. There is those butterflies in the stomach. It's this and this. Moon forces you to face your own shadows, just like a devil does. But after you face your own shadows, you have to come out of those shadows. So please, you got to this is also addiction to a partner, like to a drug, so-called codependency. I've done videos on this. Please listen to that. You're addicted. You don't want to see. You are making yourself that, unfortunately, it's even worse than a doormat, or something like the dog which is howling to the moon. He beat me, hit me, do whatever you want with me, but love me. There is no love here. Absolutely not worth of waiting. Absolutely, you are in this relationship, but whatever reason, but not love and joy. You are lonely, you are scared, you are depressed, you are terrified, you want to go, you don't know what to do. Really, get out of it. Number 4. My goodness, wow. This is very very sad that each of them card, but I already said I will show you the cards which are here. Classical deck of this card. Okay, how my old cards, it looks like, it just doesn't look that scary, and this card doesn't look that scary. because in classical deck, how this card looks, a heart pierced with 3 swords. There are 2 scary cards in the deck. Not 2, but scariest one. 10 of Swords and 3 of Swords. I can tell you that I have experienced 3 of Swords in 2017. And until now, even a memory of that experience brings me pain, even though I worked with psychologists and healers and trying to do this. 3 of Swords, heart pierced with 3 swords. It's a broken heart. Nothing but a broken heart waiting and expecting for this man is gonna bring you. But the same time, of course, again, third-party relationship, or some of you are, because this is it. But the problem is, most of the time, how it happens. I will just tell you how I had seen 3 of Swords working in my experience. It's unexpectedly you find out something. I will give you one example. A woman is married for 16 years. A woman has a girlfriend. They are friends from kindergarten. They live next to each other. They eat together, celebrate everything together for 25 something or 30 years. This woman is married. That one is divorced. So this woman got a message from her mother. Her mother was ill. She goes to take care of her mother. She comes back home unexpectedly earlier, 2 days earlier. She walks inside of her house. She finds her best friends she knew from kindergarten in the bed with her husband. Okay, this is a 3 of Swords, how it plays. Unexpected, terrifying, sharp pain. Such pain that you become numb. I was numb. My situation was kind of different, but it's now described in my book. But I was numb. I could not believe. It's just such a betrayal and such pain, which happens unexpectedly, that you refuse to believe your own eyes or what is happening in front of you. You kind of like think, I'm just gonna close my eyes and everything is gonna disappear. It's not happening, and don't believe this is happening. So this is, of course, this situation which will bring you horrific heartbreak. And of course, it's break up with this person. Some of you, if you married to him, it's a divorce. This is hopeless, absolutely hopeless. If you also, when you suddenly find out that man sleeps with somebody else, or you just suddenly find out something, what comes with 3 of Swords, you suddenly find out something, or he promised you, and now you find out that his wife is pregnant, is about to have a child. Another 3 of Swords. He told you he didn't sleep with her in last 73 years, and now she's pregnant. So of course, broken heart, disappointment in love, terrific. This is your answer. Again, I could take out the best cards of the deck and put them down and tell you fairy tale, but that would be unfair. Of course, if it resonates, this is your answer. I read you the cards. I pulled out, you chose them, I read them. So take it or don't take it, up to you. Number 5. Wow, man, are any of them positive? None of them are positive. None of them. Knight of Swords. I mean, I already said before, I will explain you Knight of Swords in very simple example. Early morning. Sweetheart, what would you like to have for breakfast? Knight of Swords. So you want to fight? Are you trying to start a fight with me? No, sweetheart. I'm asking you, what would you like for breakfast? So you're trying to humiliate me, you're trying to bring me down, you try to fight with me, you try to say something, you have something to say, so say. This is the Knight of Swords. Okay. Astrologically, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Mars in Aries, Moon in Aries, Saturn and Venus ruling this card as a symbol of coldness, of cruelty, of enjoying somebody else's pain. Do you need to wait for this man? If you want to get hurt, yep. He is no good for no relationship at all. Another card of cold heart. But it is much worse than cold heart. This one hates everyone and everything. And he enjoys the pain of people who are near him. It's really bad because he enjoys when someone is hurting because of him. He is bad for any relationship whatsoever. If you want to get hurt, go ahead and wait for him. If you want to be in trouble, yeah, go ahead and wait for him. He's not afraid of fighting. Compassion is non-existent for him. He feels no compassion to nobody. Emotional world was destroyed a long time ago, just like a page of like in a page of wands. You have to think a billion times before you, as much as approach this man. This man will hurt you, humiliate you, enjoy your pain. He can be a good lover, but that's about it. Is it worth of waiting for him? Absolutely not. This, my beautiful queens, all about this reading. None of these men are good. Again, of course, take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate or you are not sure, get a reading with someone who you trust, or Google it, the best psychic sites, because usually on those sites you will see many psychics. There are dozens of psychics work there. You can read their reviews and choose the one you want to talk to, and it's better if you spend $10-20 and get your answers, then you're gonna be hoping that a rat will turn into a swan. I hope it was helpful. Sorry for the bad news, but again, those were their cards and I read you the cards. Wishing you all the best, my queens. Namaste.